Pete Buttigieg is one of the fakest people I've ever seen in my entire life. Here is another thing to prove this. So, this is a clip of him actually inserting fake applause at the end of one of his clips. Let's check this out.
And statistically, we run the risk of being the first generation in American history to actually be worse off economically than our parents if nothing is done to change the trajectory of this economy. To me, that is not just a concern for our generation. It's a concern that calls on us to build an alliance among generations to try to make sure that the future really is better than the past. And you don't get that by promising to turn back the clock. You get that by finding ways to make change work for us before we're all disrupted out of a good livelihood by it.
Let me introduce you to Tyler Lentz, who recently graduated from business school. He works for a community bank in the Austin suburbs. Tyler?
So as you can see there, he literally inserted fake applause. I don't know how he thought that this was just going to get by everybody, considering that the applause is just so overt. It literally makes it sound like that's like a standing ovation type of clapping. Okay, that rarely happens in politics. I don't know when that kind of thing happens where it's like that's basically a standing ovation type of thing. And I don't know why you even need to insert fake applause, dude. Like, the applause on that comment was just fine. I don't even know why you needed to add more. It's so embarrassing. But then in addition to that, what you got to understand is there's a trend. Now, we clearly know Mayor Pete's a rat. He's a sociopath, etc., etc. But what you got to understand is this is a trend, okay? He fakes a lot of stuff. So, for example, with his whole Frederick Douglass plan, he actually made up black congressional members who endorsed him, who didn't actually endorse him. He just listed off names. And in addition to that, with the Frederick Douglass plan, he put up pictures of a black mom and son, I think it was, from Kenya. And it was just like, wow, not only are you just lying and making this shit up, like, it's so incredibly out of touch, and it just shows how, like, ridiculous you are. Because obviously Pete Buttigieg has 0% support amongst African Americans. And so what we see is he's trying to do an outreach with that. And it's hilarious just how out of touch his response. Like, you're literally posting a picture of a mom and a child from Kenya. You're in the U.S. It's just embarrassing, dude. Seriously embarrassing. And so he's all about fakeness. He switched from being pro-Medicare for all to whatever his new dumb plan is. It literally doesn't make sense, by the way. Apparently now he's going to be charging, like, back taxes or something like that. Back charges that are going to be ridiculous for certain people. So his plan is straight garbage, okay? And he switched his position because he started getting money from the big pharma, from health insurance companies. So the dude's fake. He's a big ol' fake guy.